I have purchased a new rear tine tiller. Its brand name is Pulsar. I don't know anything about it. I'd never heard of it. I was starting to look for rear tine tillers, and boy, they were expensive. And I found this one, and it was some of the cheaper version. It may be cheap because it ain't worth nothing. I don't know, but it's available on several different websites. There was two different versions of it. One version had the smaller tires and only had 3 tines rather than 4. And so I voted to get the bigger wheels, more tines, so I thought it'd be more durable. I don't know. We'll see how well it does. I never heard of it. This brand here supposedly makes their own engine. It's not a Briggs and Stratton or anything, any common names, the brand that I know of. So who knows who makes it for them. But we're going to open this up here. I bought this from, I checked a set of different websites. You know, I think I seen one on Amazon. I've seen them on Home Depot. And I bought this from Tractor Supply. They had the best deal. Cost me $100 to have it delivered, but it was still cheaper than any place else that I could find. So we're going to open it up, see how good a machine this thing is. Just looking, it comes pretty well boxed. Nothing fantastic. The shipping company did pretty good. It had one bust right here, and I don't know whether this from the shipping, looks like it was hit right there a little bit, or if this comes from the factory this way. But it's packaged pretty good. Got a pretty heavy box on it. So we're going to see how well this thing does, or how good this thing is. Oh, like, wow, this thing comes shipped in its own little metal frame. Look at that. That thing was shipped, packaged. I don't know how well it's fastened to the bottom of this metal frame, but they fastened it with a metal frame to. That says pretty good. It looks like they're wanting to try to protect their product. Oh, this thing is put together good, real good. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out of there exactly. I don't want to cut my metal. That's a good little metal frame. That'd make a toolbox, or not a toolbox, but a workbench, or even, I guess it could be. Put some sides on it, and it will be a toolbox. But Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna get that out of there. Wheels come separate. I don't know what that is, but it's a bucket of bolts. That's the thing to drag behind it to slow it down. I'd probably have deep it tilts. Wow. How you gonna get that out of there? That's hitting what favors a Kohler engine. Looks just like the Kohler engine. I bet it is. That'll be really valuable. I like Kohler engines. They seem to work really well. I've had extremely good luck with Kohler. Some people cuss them. I guess there ain't nobody that likes everything, but I really like Kohler. Kohler has been good to me. Yeah, that thing's got to be bolted somehow. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. Well, I need to get under this thing somehow, or lift this thing out somehow. So, let me see what I'm going to do. Well, we got it out of the box. Now, I don't know how we'll get it out of this thing, but we got it out of the box. Well, as you guys can see, they packaged this pretty good. I'm sure it comes from China or some other place. But, there it is. Now then, I gotta get it out of that metal frame there somehow. Well, if that ain't a Kohler engine, it's gotta be a Kohler engine. All right. Now what are we gonna do with it? You got a bolt in here to hold it down. And she's bolted down here. That bolt there is loose. I can loosen it with my fingers. Yeah, it's got a bolt on that side. So it looks like it's bolted down in 3 places. 1 back here and 2 up there. Alright, let me get some more tools. Can't get on there. Can't get a right in the thing. Let me get another extension. Alright, let's try this now. Make this a little longer. I got my friendly persuader here. First time I ever seen this. Come with a funnel to put the oil and gas in. It does come with wrenches and all the other little bits and pieces and bolts and other parts that it needs. But I never seen, that's speaking pretty well of them. They provide a funnel, because it's a booger to get down there to put that oil in sometimes. But that's all the, don't know where all this stuff goes, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Now then, figure this stuff out. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Old and table. Well, that's good. These bolts are all the same size. There's no having to get out and measure anything. You know what they are. But this is, we start with these bolts up there to hold this. We've got to put this depth gauge in. This is our depth gauge, and this is the shield. Now, it says we put this over here like this. Alright. And then take one of these little gadgets, little gadgets like this, and it slips through here, and I think it says this. I forget what hole it says to put it in. I'm going to put it in that for right now. Now then, that's already got nuts on the back side, so I think it's going to take the two screws or two bolts that don't have nuts with them. That's the way we're going to go with it. Get the directions and look a little closer.
Wanted to be sure and get a picture of him reading the directions, because, you know, that's usually the last step.
Alright, so I'm trying to put a nut or bolt, nut and bolt, this little setup right here, into this hole right here. Now, bolt won't go. It's got a welding splatter down inside the threads of that bolt, and you can't start the, or not threads of this, and they can't start the bolt. So I've got to go find some way to clean those threads. First issue, second issue.
Start over.
You know, you usually have a, you get a lock washer, and normally it goes next to the nut. Now these nuts have got special grooves cut in them, so they not supposed to loosen. But these instructions show this to go on here like this, and then can't see, there it is. That goes supposed to go in there with just a nut on the back side, and that's what the instructions show. Something like that. Let me get the other one. This is on here with a big lock washer and this handle. Let's go. Like that. That's the juices. We're ready to put the handles on. Ooh, that may be where some of my stuff is in there, you reckon? I don't know. Let's take this stuff off. Who knows, they may have shoved some nuts and bolts and stuff under there. No, just a flat channel. Very substantial. I don't know what that is. I don't want anything. These tires are made just like a tractor tire. You can see the lugs in them here. And as the tractor tire turns, it needs to go like this as it's pulling. And the reason it is it grabs dirt or mud or whatever. The next time it comes around, the new dirt will grab here and be pushed out. If you turn it the other direction and it spins dirt, it just collects this dirt and it doesn't do good. It'll lose traction. So you always want this. Now these are the same. They'll put on here the same. So when I put one of these on, it's going to be right, and the other one is going to be backwards. Now maybe that's good for going in reverse, but boy, if we're pulling like this thing's supposed to do, that's not good. Well, there's another thing. Short valve cap. This one here has a valve cap. This one did not. So that's another thing. It's tells you to inflate the tires to between 20 and 25 pounds. But I got to make up my mind. I don't think I'm in any desire to try to take this tire off and turn it over. You can see the direction right there. That tells you the direction that it see the air that it's supposed to go. And you got the same thing over here. You got the direction as it's supposed to go. Now that one shows a little different. Okay, if one goes one side and one goes the other, this is supposed to go that way. It's supposed to go this way. And this one is right. It goes that way, rotation. But the rotation on this one should go this way. But it's going to be backwards. I ain't going to change it. That'd be too much like work. I'm a wuss. One thing they did, these the shafts on here are hexed, so when this slides on, the shaft is this thing is in a hex, so it won't. It's not going. The only thing the pin's going to do at this point is keep the tire from falling off. It's not going to hold it. It's not going to hold the spin. The hexes will do that. I never have been real fond of these little things. They seem like these things always come off. They don't fit on there very tight. Don't seem like it's going to hold, but there it is. Now, I'll put the other tire on the other side. It'll go on just like that. I'm getting ready to have to take this thing off. It's getting too big. There. Now then, I'm going to ease this thing off of this pallet and move this thing out of the way, if I can. This, oh wow, that's going to be an issue now. Sure they don't go on the inside. Looks like that's what it's wanting to do, though, is go on the inside. Hold right there. Boy, that don't go on there very forward. I mean, that don't go, that really don't. That's kind of odd to me. That don't go on any further than that. And that's all the Alright, so there's the hole right there. So we got to put that on there where this hole will match up. The hole's on that side, so it's got to go on there like that. And then we're gonna have to scoot this back till them holes line up. Oop, that wasn't it. Yep. That's all there is to it. I sure don't have no faith in those clips. I think I'll be eventually hunting some bolts and nuts and bolting them on. No oil. Definitely no oil. Dipstick's a little wet, but I just want to go see. Some more. Yeah, it's not even on the dipstick. Now the website says it comes full of gear oil and motor oil. It don't have motor oil in it, and it don't have gear oil in it. Don't know how much gear oil it's supposed to have. So we're gonna put a little in it, and then we'll check it. And I'm supposed to screw that dipstick in all the way to get an accurate check, but if I just stick it in there, it ought to hit the end of the dipstick. I hope I got enough. Oh, they've hit the end of my dipstick then. Alright, it should be full. Yep. Alright, got gear oil in it now.